Hey, good evening, Lion Nation, and welcome to the third installment of the unnamed Prattville Lions football tailgate show. I'm Donnie Burnett, and my buddy's back, Chris Britton.
What's up, everybody?
Who took the week off last week.
Yeah. I had a good excuse 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, because your daughter got married.
She did, and as a matter of fact, I've got a hat just off a camera that I'm taking donations in to help pay back for that.
Okay, because I was going to tell you, I paid for one of those.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. So we're glad you're back.
Man, good to be back.
Bob is on assignment this week.
Yeah.
Kathy assigned him something, and we know how that works. And
That's
so
right.
Bob definitely had to go take care of his assignment.
That's right.
But hopefully he'll be back when we have our next one, and we'll have the full crew back on
and this could be, like, y'all were fantastic 2 weeks ago.
Really
and then the one before that with the 84 team, my goodness, and all the interviews and the stories and the laughing. We got a tall task tonight, buddy.
We do, and I can see our guests are lined up to come and talk to us.
That's right. These are cars trying to get to us.
Chris, what you and I need to talk about right now.
Yeah.
And we are going to talk about Hoover and Prattville. We're going to talk about the history.
Legendary rivalry, I guess you could say, in my mind.
We're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about this year's Hoover team, which, in my opinion, strictly my opinion, is probably the best team that we have seen so far this year, despite their 1-3 record.
I've heard it said, I'm not bringing this up or making this up, this has been said by several people, probably the best 1-3 football team in the state of Alabama,
probably
if not the Southeast.
the best 1-3 football team in the state.
Because the teams they've lost to are ridiculous.
So Hoover lost in week. I had to write all this down
TC,
because I was so confused. So I'm just going to pop this off real quick.
Okay.
All right. So Hoover's 1-3. They have a loss to IMG.
National powerhouse.
Now, IMG, I think, is ranked 8th in the nation right now. IMG is currently 4-0.
Yeah.
They beat Spain. They beat 6A Spain Park.
Yeah. Who's been throttling people?
21-10. Spain Park is 2-1, and they have won the two games that they have won by a combined 49 points. Hoover lost to Hillcrest, 34-26. Hillcrest is 3-1, whose only loss came to Vestavia Hills, who is 3-1, whose only loss came to Hewitt-Trussville,
right,
who also beat Hoover 17-14 last week, and Hewitt-Trussville is 4-0.
And everybody you named outside of Spain Park, by the way, is on the Lion schedule.
Is on the remaining part of our schedule.
Yeah.
So Hoover, the teams that they have lost to are combined 16-2.
Yeah. And
the only reason is because somebody else from the region has already beat them.
Yeah.
So this is not. I mean, this is not. Oh, they're 1-3. This will be a cakewalk.
Yeah.
Please, 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 don't go into this ball game thinking that, because if you've lived in Prattville for 20 years, you know, starting in 2004, Prattville and Hoover, from 2004 to 2010, 10 years.
There was an appointment in the state championship.
Six times in the 6A state championship game.
6A being the highest classification in the state at the time.
Well, I think 2014 was the first year that it went to 7-0. So, anyway, for a 10-year period, Hoover 1-3, Prattville 1-3.
Yeah.
You know, we'll talk about memories, and one of my favorite memories was that 2006 game where Hoover had won it 4 years in a row. And then Prattville came in, and you know, they had the 2-a-day show on MTV, and Prattville came in and upset Hoover. They had a kid named Parker Wilson.
He went on to play college football somewhere.
At that school up the road. But anyway, but Prattville beating Hoover at that night was huge. Justin Albert, who was on the coaching staff. Justin Albert had a big game at running back, over 140-something yards. So it was just phenomenal. And then my really favorite, I guess my most memorable game, was not a varsity game.
Okay.
It was a freshman game.
Yeah.
Right over here, Stanley Jensen, and another kid named Wilson was their quarterback. Ross Wilson, who's John Parker's younger brother, who went on to play for like the Chicago White Sox, I believe, in Major League Baseball. But Ross was quarterback, and they threw the thing, I mean, just all over the field. Wound up 28-27 Prattville. We scored with about 40 seconds left to go in the ball game. And we decided, Coach Harper said, we're going for 2. And
win
so
this. Yeah.
we're going to win this right here. And so we came up with our play, and we sent it in, and Kendrick Moncrief changed the play in the huddle. And we ran a play that we had run back in June at 7-on-7 that we had just completely taken out and he said he thought it would work, and so did Tootie. And so Kendrick and Tootie were like the only 2 people that knew it, and they threw the ball in.
That's all that mattered.
and you know, we catch it, we score, we got our 2, we kicked it off, and then they ran one of those flip it all over the field.
Yeah.
On the kickoff return, and then I think they ran one play and we knocked the ball down, game ended. But that was, to me, that was one of the highlights and one of my favorite Hoover memories.
Yeah.
And I remember first game that I ever coached at Prattville, we were playing Wetumpka. We were down on like the 7, and we faked and threw a pop pass and threw a little dump pass to Stephen Page.
Yeah.
And my next tail chirped, beep, beep. And it's Coach Clark. And I'm thinking Coach Clark's like, hey,
good job.
Good job, good job. I'm like,
I know where
yes.
this is going.
And I'm like, yes, sir. And he goes, hey, we don't throw the ball. We run the football. And I thought, yes, sir.
Yeah.
I didn't want to throw it again. We throw the pass and get the 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm fixing to get another one. See me after the game. I'm thinking I'm fixing to get fired, and I go up there, and he chewed me out for throwing the football. But he smiled the whole time he was doing it.
Yeah.
And he patted me on the butt, and he said, hey, whatever we do to win, that's okay.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, man, I'm fixing to have to go back. My kids are going to have to find somewhere else to live. I'm fixing to get fired for throwing a pass.
Yeah.
So those are my 2 favorites. What about you?
Well, favorite memory, and this is for a lot of people, is that Zach Brownell, the fumble recovery in the end zone, and everybody goes nuts. First state. Was that the first one in the run, or no? That was on in, wasn't it?
Second or third?
I think you're right. Yeah,
that had to been the third one.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know now.
Well, because it gets blurry because you kind of identify it by players that were on the team.
Yeah.
And there were so many stud players through those years for both programs as Hoover and Prattville kept beating heads in the state championship game. And that's another neat thing about the rivalry is now we're in the same region, so obviously we're going to play every year.
Right.
But there for a while to play them, we had to pretty much go to the state championship game.
The only time we met was in the state championship game. We played JV games, we played freshman games, because you kind of gauged yourself where you are when you played them, when you played us.
Yeah.
I had a coach in Montgomery that always wanted to come and play 7-on-7, and I'm like, Coach, y'all are welcome to come. He goes, we want to make sure we play y'all. and he says, you know, my kids say, look, we played with Prattville. We lost, but we played with them. We could play with anybody.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, just, you know, stuff like that, it just makes you feel good.
Yeah.
So, and a win tonight would make everybody feel good.
Oh, wouldn't it though? I mean, that'd be, I guess there's the Prattville of the mid-2000s and on into the early 2010s that, and God love our community, but we got so spoiled, it was almost an expectation. We're going deep in the playoffs, or it was an unsuccessful season.
That's right.
All right, well,
you didn't get a blue mouth. You were,
it was
you
a
might
waste
as well
of time.
hadn't even played.
Yeah, so not that we really slipped or faded, but we haven't been there in a while. And I feel like tonight's game is an opportunity to kind of say we're back, you know. So we'll see. We'll see. I think we got some great athletes, some great players, some great coaches. Man, it's gonna be a fun one to watch tonight.
It will. And on the same note, Hoover has a lot of good players.
Oh my gosh,
yeah. I'm gonna have to go back to my notes again.
Well, one of them's well known. He's got an older brother that's very well known.
One of them has an older brother. I think his name is something like Jonah Winston, but everybody knows his older brother, who was the youngest Heisman Trophy winner in the history of the Heisman Trophy.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
So, in Jameis Winston. So I guess
go Lions.
I guess we. Oh wait, you don't want to talk? You can't come in here and bust in and not talk.
He's got a burger.
Who's eating a hamburger?
Hey, speaking of which,
your mayor.
If anybody can hear like what we're talking about right now, if you can't smell the tailgate party over here, and I think we're going to visit those folks in a minute. But
is that the guy?
Do I?
Is that the guy that was going to talk to us? As he just keeps right on walking?
We'll get him to come back in just a minute.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, so yes, we're going to take a walk like we did last week. And Oliver, you good with that? All right, so I tell you what, let's pause where we can relocate, and we'll take a 1 minute, 2 minute commercial break. He just nods his head. He does it.
Double zero, man.
That's it. All right, we'll be right back.
Congratulations! You kept a plant alive another day. You deserve a refreshing reward. Introducing new Whataburgers from Whataburger. You finally returned a text. Thumbs up emoji. You hung up a shirt. You changed a light bulb. You walked the dog around the whole block. Attaboy, it's treat time. The new prickly pear raspberry Whatafresher from Whataburger.
An icicle treat for every small feat. Whataburger.
Hey everybody, I'm Will. This is my wife Madeline. We're the owners of the new Scooters Coffee on South Memorial Drive. We want to say we're very proud to be a corporate sponsor of Prattville High School. Come out and see us. We'll be glad to serve you amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Go Lions.
Guthrie's is a proud sponsor of Prattville football team. Come on down to get some gold fried chicken tenders. Go Lions.
When you're ready for victory, but a sports injury has you sidelined, plan on Baptist Ortho Now being ready. The region's most comprehensive orthopedic urgent care with no appointment needed. With board-certified specialists diagnosing and treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment, all in one facility. It's how we're going to get you back in the action. Baptist Ortho Now. Immediate access to orthopedic care.
Hey, grab me one too.
And we're back for segment number 2 of the Prattville Lion Tailgate show.
Or shoot.
My shoe, your shoe. Yeah. Anyway, we got the top line here tonight.
That's right.
Dr. Daniel Ferris, principal, Prattville High School. This is not your first Hoover game.
No.
You're familiar with them. I'm gonna let you hold that and let you talk into it, so I don't have to do this. Time you're from an area where they're from.
Yeah.
And so you know all about Hoover. But tonight's special. First night, first time new Stanley Jensen. Hoover with a not so great record, but we know they're a very, very good football team.
Yeah.
And then Prattville with a ready to go. So I'm not going to put you on the spot and ask for a prediction, but just tell me how it's been this week at school.
Well, it's been a very exciting week. You know, Hoover's probably the best 1-3 team
We
in
agree.
the country.
We said the state, but I think in my notes I wrote the best 1-3 team in the Southeast.
Yeah.
And I was talking about the United States, not just in the Southeast.
Well, it's always an exciting time when Hoover's playing Prattville. I remember when I was young and about the time I was in high school, TV show 2-a-days. Playing in state championships and that being on TV. And this is just really it's a great rival game.
Your buddy's making fun of you over there.
I view that as a rival game. Well, and that's Mr. Thornton. Mr. Thornton has played in some of these games against Hoover.
He sure has. Mitchell Thornton has
And
played
coached in some
in
too.
quite a few and coached in some. So the 2-a-days and I remember that and you know we couldn't wait for that to come on where we could watch it. So, you know they're going to talk about Prattville in it at some point.
Well, yeah, and I'm very familiar with Hoover. Of course, I was up at Thompson for a handful of years.
That's right.
We played them there. Hoover's always going to have a high-quality team.
Always.
And they're ready to play, and we're looking forward to a great night. It's just an exciting time, and a good time here at the Tailgate Village.
That's right.
Isn't this something great?
About tonight's game.
Now I got a question. fairly close to the beginning of school year. Tell us about the start to the school year. I mean, how's it? I mean, last year was so amazing with your graduation rates, your college preparedness. I know it's early, but tracking to be even higher, I'm guessing?
Yeah, we're tracking this year to be the highest graduation rate ever.
Man, that's amazing.
Ever at Prattville High School.
That's
but
awesome.
I'll just say we have an incredible group of students.
Yeah.
Incredible community, great parents, and our students and our families have bought into a vision that we've tried to put out there at Prattville High School. And when people buy into a vision and come together for the same common goal, good things happen.
Oh, it's a big deal, man. No doubt about it.
Well, I know you've got some great teachers up there, and I know your nurse she's top notch, man.
She's
telling
great.
you.
I think she keeps you in line as well.
She does all the time. She will be here shortly. She told me, she said it's 96 degrees, and I went, I'll be in the press box.
Yeah.
So anyway, she has my big battery powered fan. I think she's going to try to bring it in. So I don't know. She's really soft. She's not tough.
She's a great school nurse. But I talking about staff, we have incredible staff as well. You know, we have about 150 people every day in the building that make everything work together.
It takes that many to have 1,800, 1,900 students.
Yeah,
right.
we feed over 1,200 kids lunch every day. So
How about that?
within itself is an amazing task. I've had administrators new to our campus come in and say, it amazes me how quick we can feed this many students.
Isn't that something?
Lunch,
Yeah.
So,
Got to know what you're doing.
but it takes everybody coming together to do everybody doing the small things right. And if we do the small things right, then the big things take care of themselves.
Things take care of themselves. All right, well, I think Mr. Line number 2 is getting ready to come on.
Well, he's the man with the plan.
Have you done your job already now? Or okay, all right, good deal. Well,
Thank
Doc,
you guys.
we appreciate it. Good luck tonight.
Dr.
Go
Pierce,
Lions.
thanks for stopping by, buddy.
All right, we're gonna keep it right here because I don't know, Oliver, how much. Well, we got about 11 more minutes. I'm gonna let you have that. All right, the man that needs no introduction,
I don't know about that.
who I will say is probably the best athletic director, state of Alabama.
Fair enough.
State of Alabama right now. Coach Blake Boring. I like to call him Dr. Boring because he is like a surgeon lining all this stuff up and doing all the things that he does. Coach, tell us a little bit about Tailgate Village. Tell us about just everything that's been going on and just some of the things that I know that you do other than Dragonfly and things like that.
Well, I think really, athletics has changed. I think now with, you look at social media and you look at what is the state of today's modern kid, it's really about the experience. And so this is really just a bigger piece of what we want to do here, which is create something that's unique for our kids. Not everybody, you know this, you coach a long time, not everybody on this team is going to play college football.
Right.
Not everybody.
What we're trying to do is when our kids drive down and they come right down here and they see what's going on, it sort of recreates the experience of what a college atmosphere would be.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to do that not only with our facilities and branding the school, social media, but also the environment for our fans and spectators. Also Prattville, the history and the legacy here speaks for itself. This is a great place to be.
Yeah.
There's unique tradition here. There's really passionate fans here. And so this is just another way to give them the opportunity to come down here and network and socialize and continue on in all the traditions that make Prattville such a great place to live, work, and be a part of.
Yep. Well, I mean, I know just the pregame Booster Club member stuff, the Tailgate Village.
Lord, these people have been here since before 5.
They've been here for a long time.
We had no idea how this was going to work. This was, and I can't take all credit for this. My idea actually was over in the pavilion. Coach Glover's idea, we were having a conversation one day. His idea was to block the street off, but we settled in the middle right here on the grass. And so it turned out.
I can't imagine being any better.
Yeah, no, it turned out to be really good.
It did. I mean, just parking, and so it's,
I don't
neat.
know how many people are here, but we have 12 tents that are here tonight. At 6:20, our band's going to come down the street and again create an experience and environment for the band.
Yeah.
Our band's going to march down the street with all these people, and they're going to stop right here in the middle and play the fight song and do some band songs. And so again, just the environment and the experience I think is really cool, and that's what we're excited about.
Well, I know you mentioned the social media, and if you're a kid, social media is a big thing. And I'm not a kid, but I love going on there and looking at the Facebook stuff, looking at the Twitter, the Instagram, because if I want to know what's going on at Prattville High School,
It's easy to find.
Coach he's got me a weekly calendar,
Yeah.
and it's right there. And Coach Leak down at the junior high, who I told her she has done more in 4 months than I did in the last 15 years, is doing some of the same things. I know you've done a great job leading her along and helping her get things rolling. And she is doing that, and I can see the stuff on the junior high games. And, I mean, it's just we're really, really, really stepping in the right direction.
Yeah, and again, it's all for kids. I mean, I think if we're not putting our best foot forward for our kids, whether that's a 7th or 8th grade kid, I think that extends down to the youth league, our youth league kids.
Yeah.
We're trying to be more involved in the youth league and in great partnership with the city. But any of us, whether we work for the city of Prattville or whether we work in education, we're about the kids and the young people we serve and trying to give them the best opportunity they have.
Yeah. Now, Coach, give us a little bit of an update. Where we live, football's king. I understand that. That is not the only sport going on, fall sport going on for Prattville High School and Prattville Junior High School right now. Give us a little update what's going on this fall.
Yeah, no, it's great. We've got cross country that's off to a great start. We had male and female competed last year in state tournament. We seem to have picked off right where they left.
Come on.
Swimming and dive. I didn't even know there was a swimming and dive. I lived in Prattville 10 years. I don't know if y'all knew.
I learned Tuesday night at the radio show.
So, we have swimming and diving team. And you know what we just did? We just bought them Nike uniforms and Nike swim caps. So I told the coach, I need a Nike Power Piece swim cap for my office as a conversation starter. But no, swimming and dive is off. We'll swim in 6 or 7 meets, and then we'll go to the state tournament in Huntsville. Wrestling, we're getting ready to kick off youth wrestling, which we're going to run at the high school and bring that back. Prattville's got great tradition and history. We got a new wrestling staff, and so they're getting up and running. And then obviously the big thing we got going right now, if you go to our gym, which you saw it this morning, it's still in pieces, but it's coming.
That's cool.
We've got a 10 by 15 video board, and we will continue on. Oliver's behind the camera right now. He's been tasked with special projects to help us do hype videos for volleyball, and we got basketball. So there's a great thing going on here off the field or off the court, just sort of the experience. But no, sports are off to a great start. It's going to be really, really good.
Yeah. And then another thing I wanted to throw to you, I would love to hear you speak about. One of the coolest things I've seen change since you've been here is the whole idea of corporate sponsorships. It takes a little bit of the burden off the individual programs having to go out and try to find their funds. You're bringing bigger groups and sharing the wealth. So talk about that a little bit, but then also I'm convinced there's somebody that's going to be watching the show tonight that says, I want my name associated with Prattville Athletics. How do they get involved?
Well, then we want you to be a part of it.
Come on.
Again, we definitely want to increase our visibility in the community.
Sure.
I believe that in this community, and again, I'm just basing it off of having lived here 10 years, I think in this community athletics matters.
Oh, yeah.
Bob Gibson will tell you a great story, and he's told all of us, so I don't mind telling on the air, but in 2008, the recession hit, the economy tanked. He went to a national car dealer convention all across the United States and Nevada. He was the only person that raised his hand and he said, I'm up. And everybody else was down because the market had crashed. And he will tell you, why are you up? What's the secret? Well, the secret is we had a football team that played for a state championship, and I was a sponsor, and people got invested in that.
Yeah.
And so I think there's power in Prattville. There's power in our Power P.
Yeah.
We want our sponsors to be involved. Inside the Gillespie Center tonight, Shane Headley and Prestige Insurance, they're the Tailgate Village title sponsor for the year. I had a conversation with him because he's not from Prattville. His business is really based out of Clanton and opened an office here. Knows nobody. I said, do you think you've been here 2 weeks? Does this work? He said, it's always incredible. In 2 weeks, I've made more connections. I've had more impact. More people have come and stopped by my shop and seen me. And he said, I directly attribute that to Prattville. So I don't know the benefit of it. But I think if you ask around, if you ask people at Texas Roadhouse, you ask the people at Hugh and Magoo's, they'll be here tonight. The chicken that will be on the sidelines tonight will be at Hugh and Magoo's Chicken. I don't think they would come back year after year. We lost no sponsors after year one.
Yeah.
Everybody re-upped
for
year two.
Just picked up more.
We picked up more. So I think what we're doing is important to our kids. I know it's important to our kids and our school, but I think there's value in that if you're a business and being associated with it.
No doubt.
We would love to have anybody who wants to be a part of that come out and join us.
And how do they find you?
Contact you at the high school.
Contact me. Contact Coach Leak at the junior high. I think that's another avenue. It's not just high school. We want all of our student athletes to be helped and to provide resources for them. So between us, Mr. Jerome Barrington, the central office, can help point us in the right direction. But really, just come by and see us, or let us know. We'll come by and see you.
That's right.
And we would welcome all the support.
Especially if they're a restaurant and you'll go at lunch, right?
We will go at lunch, or we'll let them come down here and start cooking, and we'll do a little tailgate out here too.
And we'll. I told some people last week. Look, we did the breath rocks last week.
I saw that segment.
And I've had more people go, hey, if I bring y'all some beef jerky, will you? And I went, you bring it, we'll eat it, and we'll talk about it.
Doubt.
So
absolutely.
Come on down here and do some cooking, and we'll test it, and we'll tell everybody how good it is.
Yeah. No, it's great. This is going to be a good night, and it's already getting pretty exciting down here. And wait till, if you didn't see, I don't know if y'all see it last week, the band. Wait till the band comes down here about 6:30. That's going to be awesome.
Gave me chills on that last week. That was so cool.
I've only almost had 2 wrecks tonight. First week was about 5, and we ran out of gas. So we're already winning just by the fact that we're down to only 2 close calls this week. And if we don't run out of gas, we're going to be okay. But I got to get over there and tell the band, we need them to stop here this week. We stopped a little early last week.
Yeah.
We got to go coach them up. Yeah. But we're going to move it on down. And if you're at home or driving by, come see us and see the band. It'll be awesome. It's great.
Come on by. There's plenty of food.
Oh yeah.
And these people are so nice, but we missed out somewhere. I'm not sure how that happened. I keep telling Mildred we need to do a taste of Prattville and visit each one of these.
Yeah, let us know if we want to do that.
Yeah, we want to taste the Prattville. So, and I volunteer to judge, and so will Chris and
Count
Bob.
me in.
We do not have a problem backing away from food.
No doubt, absolutely. We appreciate the show too.
All right,
the show was awesome.
All right,
Thank
we
you,
got
Coach.
we got to have a name, Coach. You got to come up. We got to have other than the Prattville Lions Tailgate Show. So we
We're
need
work
to,
on that.
we
Well, I'll
need
tell you what we need to do.
catchy-
That is a great segue into if you want to be the title sponsor of the Tailgate Show, what better way to be on it than right here?
Call it. I mean, you get the best looking guys.
Let's
in
talk
Prattville.
about that later. You know, maybe we can do something. I
There's
don't know.
a reason that Will Barrett and Chip Powell are on the radio, and there's a reason that we are down here because we got the faces to be on the big board.
What do you think about the Chris Britton pregame tailgate show?
I
I'm
like
not
it.
throw you on the spot
Alpha
right here. I'll
Insurance,
just mess
baby.
with you.
Let's go.
Insurance and Chris Britton.
We can make that happen. New
You
location
mean?
opening up. I think
You
it's good
mean?
timing
I
for
think-
that.
I
Well,
think
for all
we-
you do for us, that would be a zero charge sponsorship. So we would.
Oh
we
no,
would
we
just
we'll
gotta
see.
we gotta have
quid pro quo
we gotta
here.
have the money somewhere.
No
All
doubt.
right. Oliver says we have to pay some more bills. So Oliver, we're gonna hit it real quick and then we'll close this thing out, or we're just gonna close it out and then play the commercials. You are in charge.
You're the director, producer.
You're the producer. All right, we're gonna do a 30-second break and then we'll come back and close it out. All right, we'll be back in just a second.
At Larry Puckett Chevrolet, we found out years ago it's not all about the bottom line. It's about the personal relationship with our customers.
After my husband died, I had to buy a car for the very first time by myself. I just purchased my second vehicle because I know I can trust Larry Puckett, and I know that Bruce Williams will give me the best deal.
Larry Puckett Chevrolet customer service is not a department. It's an attitude. I'm Larry Puckett, and I want to be your automobile dealer.
Hey everybody, I'm Blaine Cockrell, Managing Partner for Texas Roadhouse. I want to take this opportunity to thank y'all for allowing us to sponsor Prattville Athletics. While you're here today at the game, let's go down there, grab you a bag of Texas Roadhouse peanuts, and don't forget, go Lions.
Hey, this is Chris Shea with the Hugh Magoo's here in Prattville, Alabama. We're excited to be a corporate sponsor with Prattville High School Athletic Team. Hope you guys have a fantastic year, and we're excited to see you come out in the restaurant and come see what we're all about.
All right, and we're back, and we got to close this thing out, Chris.
Yeah,
It's
just
time for
seconds
me
ago.
and you to go eat.
I like it.
Yeah.
Now look, I want to make sure, and we talked about this early on, but I want to cover it again. Like, this is a great game to come watch tonight. So if you're watching this show before, live or in the next few minutes,
about an hour.
You've got time to get down here. The Lions need the 12th man up in the stands.
We
so,
do.
Man, come on down.
Yes, come on down here.
Let's get a new capacity crowd record tonight.
Okay, I like it.
That'd be all right.
Let's fill up the gent.
Come on.
Yes. So anyway, for Chris Britton, I'm Donnie Burnett. For Oliver Double Nault over there behind the camera, we got to go because we got to go eat because we all got sideline duties and all this other stuff that we're going to have to get to. So where are we at next week?
We're bye week.
That's right. We're off.
Yeah.
We won't be here next week. Next week we got Vestavia.
I believe so.
We got Vestavia. Oh, we're
I think
going
it's
to be
on
up
the road,
there.
yeah.
We'll be back here in like 3 weeks. So
come hang out with us for the Prattville tailgate.
We're always
extravaganza.
looking. Yes, we are always looking for guests. So anyway, our time's up. Thank you for yours. We're out.
Go Lions.
Lions.